It's Fox time, everybody. Hello, it's me. I don't have a John joke this time. Like, what am I supposed to call myself, John chatting or something? How's it going, everyone? Hello, True. Hello, Drew. Hello, Thistle. Hello, Nerm Cat. Saying hello to themselves. Hello. It's John Rambler. It's John Chatman. There are many, many Johns. How are you all today? What's up with me? I have lemonade, that's what's up with me. Not drinking the usual water today, I'm feeling a little. I look special maybe. Just a little bit special. I don't know if it's going to be bad for my voice, but we'll see. Hope I'm doing better. Oh yeah, I'm doing better. He woke up quite early. It's 2 a.m. Well, good morning. Spicy. Yes, very spicy. The lemonade is the spiciest thing on the planet. As we all know. So, to continue with your question, things happened better. Things are being sorted out. For anyone who hasn't been here, hasn't seen like what I say on Twitter, or anything. Or, you know, if you aren't in the Discord server, which you should be. Life has been weighing down on me a little bit and I can't really talk about it. Not really. It's not really my place to, I suppose, but stuff has been happening. In real life, but thankfully, things are looking up. So I'm much less stressed about it. It's like a spicy banana. Won't that just be a pepper? Isn't a pepper just like a spicy hollow banana? You ate like an absolute king yesterday. Plus the tiny bit of alcohol you had. Yeah, that'll put you to sleep. There is a banana pepper. That is true, that does exist. Bit bananas or no peppers are just spicy bananas. Lemon is an evil orange. You know, I can actually see that. I can actually picture that. But it's hollow, and bananas aren't hollow. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Peppers do have things in them. They have like seeds, right? Pretty sure they do anyway. I wasn't really able to talk about it at all this week or last week. But we had like a bunch of, what do you call it? The gaming presentations. You had for the PlayStation 1. You have the Summer Game Fest. And you had the Xbox One. I never really got to talk about it this week. The only thing I really mentioned about them so far was the fact that Persona 4 is getting a remake. And yes, I'll play it. I will most likely play through again. Specifically, the remake. And do the same challenge that I did last time. It's probably what's going to end up happening. Hello free comment, how's it going? You're excited for Persona 4? I am too. You'd like for me to not do Izanagi only? No. Oh yeah, I am eating good this year. Or it's this year for you guys. You guys know what I mean. The Persona songs are still stuck in my head. I don't know if this is unpopular, but I actually like Time to Make History more than Reach Out for the Truth. I like them both, don't get me wrong, they're both very good. Bye. Just like Time to Make History more. But brain is working given a moment. Anyway, I'm excited for that. I know they didn't really show a lot for it, but Persona 4 was actually the first Atlas game I've ever played. If any of you guys. And just keep in mind I don't normally like bringing up other creators. Because I don't know. I feel like people do it a lot. To like. The Persona forecast for your replacement friends in high school. I mean, that's really accurate though. Aside from bad character, I genuinely love them. If I had to pick a favorite from the personal forecast, it would have to be Kanji. He is by far my favorite out of all of them. But if Avis watch Super Best Friends. If any of you guys watched Super Best Friends, that was actually how I learned of Persona. And, you know, got a copy of Persona 4 behind my mom's back. Hi Mom, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. Anyway, I played it and I just loved it. And then I went to play Persona 3 Portable. And then, you know, Persona 5. And I started diving into the other Atlas games. Specifically, SMT. Like. I've been playing a lot of SMT games and I haven't even finished most of them. The ones I have played are SMT 3, which is Nocturne, SMT, SMT 4, I haven't finished that one. I also have Apocalypse, but I never actually started it. SMT 5. That one I have played through and finished. And I do have Vengeance as well. Nice. Still need to go through the Vengeance story. Let's see what else I do have the original Soul Hackers on 3DS. I have Strange Journey Redux as well. Which I know. No, for some reason people don't like Strange Journey Redux. I don't know why. Hey, Mr. Fondue, how's it going? Yes, I played Devil Survivor 2. Very, very good game, and I absolutely wish they would make another Devil Survivor. Close enough text to speech. Hey Nightlife, how's it going? Also, hey Mr. Fondue, how's it going? I don't remember if I said. The Vengeance story is actually sick. I really like Yoko. I really like her, and even her weird arguments, I enjoy them. The Devil Survivor 2 main character shaped your sense of humor. Yeah, he's just a weirdo. Okay, if you guys know how in Persona. I think in Persona 4 and Persona 5. They give you the option to be a weirdo. Okay, take that. Crank up the weirdo options to 20. And then you have the Devil Survivor 2 main character. You're a fan of the 3 big bad demons in Vengeance. I thought it was 4. You had. I don't remember all their names actually. I just remember that their leader is Lilith. But yeah, I enjoy them too. I think from what I've played of Vengeance, it is a massive improvement over the original game. Though I have been told it only has 2 endings. There's no neutral path or anything. Which I don't really mind that much. The original game had 4 endings. And it's kind of like, no, you don't really. You don't really need more than that. Yeah, that was her entire gimmick. I actually struggled on her fight. If I recall, she mainly uses ailments, which I wasn't really equipped to deal with. When I played through the original SNP 5, I, of course, did a physical build. You know, that's kind of what the game wants you to do. Text-to-speech is really throwing up right now. Let me try moving my microphone. It's really throwing up right now. Oh no, text-to-speech is throwing up everywhere. Okay. Is that gonna be better? We're gonna find out, but anyway. I was not. Yeah, she was all about harming you. And charm is one of the most annoying statuses to deal with. And of course she harmed you. Actually, doesn't she have a skill that instantly kills you if you're charmed? I don't remember. It's been a few months since I played it. Of course, I've also played Metaphor. And I have finished that one. That's a great game. Hi. I have a hard time deciding who the best character is because I kind of love all of them. The DLC demonstrates. Who were the DLC demons? I know you have Dagger. Close enough text-to-speech to the Irish guy. You have him. Don't you have his mom? I'm pretty sure she was a DLC character. You have Mephisto. I remember him. Someone whose name ended with Sakura. Not whatever text-to-speech you're. Whatever. Yeah, it was something like that. Anyway, this has been a massive side tangent, but I'm very excited about the Persona 4 remake. And we're going to have another like 50 years of Persona 4. Okay, yeah. I think I know the name now. Onohana Sakuya. Close enough text-to-speech. That was the name of her. I actually really like her vengeance design. It is actually pretty close to Bad Characters, Persona. It's not exactly like it, but in terms of like its colors. It is actually pretty close. You're actually so excited about Persona 4 Revival actually being a thing. Okay. Since you mentioned that, I learned something very funny. So, I know a lot of people really wanted the game to be called Persona 4 Rewind. But what I found out is that revival is in fact a television term. It kind of like refers to when a show was cancelled for a long time and they're bringing it back. It's kind of what it means, and I think that's really fun. What's wrong with revival? I think people just wanted it to be a rewind. I think that's all it was. I don't mind either way. I do, however, like pun names. And, revival is a very fun name for it. Of course, that wasn't the only thing showing off during the different presentations. Bloodstained 2. I absolutely want to play that. Code Vein 2. I absolutely want that as well. I think it's just like my opinion, but I kind of felt like the Xbox showcase and a lot more interesting things. Or at least interesting to me. This is the Trinity. Which Trinity? There are several trinities. Are you talking like Reload, Revive Royal? Yeah. It's actually kind of funny. You know what's weird in all of this? Persona 5 is now going to be the game with the outdated mechanics. That's the funny part in all of this. Don't get me wrong, I actually think Persona 5's gameplay is very solid. I think the combat is actually really good. But it's funny when you consider it's now the most outdated game. What? What else was shown? What? What else do I find interesting? There was that Clockwork Revolution game. You're just kind of burned out of Persona 5, though. Well, do I got bad news for you? Eventually, we'll play it. Though of course I will be doing it as a challenge run. Similar to what I did with Persona 3 and Persona 4. Oh, hello. Next. It's actually been a while since we last saw you. How's it going? But yeah, with Persona 5, it's going to be a challenge run like what I did with the other two games. So at the very least it'll be a different kind of playthrough. Yeah, the BioShock one. Yeah, I thought that one looked interesting. There is also one that I think was called like Date's End. Fate's End. There we go. It's going good. That's good to hear. Glad to hear things are going well. You're excited for Clockwork Revolution. I can actually see myself playing it at some point. Probably in my free time. But I can absolutely see myself playing it. You know something I have been playing recently? Code Vein 2 was a surprise. How do I put it? Olivine was something I always wanted a sequel for. But I didn't think was going to happen. I actually played Code Vein before I played Bloodborne or Dark Souls. So that was like my first exposure to the concept of Soulsborne. I also made a friend mad playing through Code Vein. Because I beat the final boss on my first try. I made them so mad like every time we mention Code Vein. It is always brought up and they always say I'm still mad at you for that. If anyone's curious. I don't remember the exact build I did. But it was like I was using the Dark Knight class. I had a big sword. What did you do? No, you guys didn't do anything. I'm talking about a friend. This was like years ago. This was before I started streaming.
You see her standing there across the dance floor.
Right, all I remember about my build was Dark Knight. Big sword. Hit the dude until he's died. That was literally my entire build. Oh, and I remember some skill that was called like cleansing light or something. That light hadn't even 5. It had me recover health every time I landed an attack. Also, as a reminder, if text-to-speech says something weird, just assume it was text-to-speech. I never make any mistakes, I am perfect. It's only ever the machine's fault. Bloodstained is a game I need to finish. To finish that before Bloodstained 2. Although technically, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the 3D Bloodstained? Or the one with 3D models. Isn't that technically Bloodstained 3? Put your half machine or something. Cyborg. I have cybernetics that were created via nanomachines. So that way I can keep my body moving. It's kind of that's the only one I played. I know there's other Bloodstained games. Excel 1 was bound to say it. Nanomachine's son. Excel 1 was bound to say totally what I said text-to-speech. See, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, Code Vein 2, I'm absolutely excited for that. Oh, the new Digimon game. I want to play that so bad. Wanna play it so bad. It's actually coming out like, I don't know, 11 days after my birthday. Well, in your guys' time it would. You're still on your first playthrough. But Unga Bunga Berserk Big Hammer. Sometimes that's just all you need, I remember when we first played through Dark Souls. I used the giant stick. The Great Club. I didn't think would be as good as it was. When is it coming out? There's a Steam page for it. Don't get you started on the Digimon. But what if I do anyway? Wait. Oh, it's coming out October 3rd. When is October 3rd? Need to bring up my calendar. Actually, wait, I have a desk calendar. But I have a little desk calendar. That's like little dog with like different outfits. Let me see. Okay, my birthday is on a Thursday. It's about 8 days after my birthday. Seems like Curse of the Moon is the first game, but it has a separate continuity from Ritual for the Night. Oh boy, it's just Castlevania all over again. I haven't played a lot with Castlevania games. But what I do know is that the continuity changed like so often. I need to ask for that day off. I would ask for like entire month off. That's what I would do. I still need to finish Hacker's Memory. I haven't finished that yet. I think I'm in the latter part of the game. I don't even remember what Digimon I have. I know I was working towards the Lilith. And the final form of Angela. Yeah, her name is Angela now. I was working on those too. You're actually interested in the new Silent Hill game? That one's releasing right on my birthday. That scares me. I haven't seen anything from it. I just know it takes place in like 50s or 80s Japan. That's the only thing I know about it. Kind of reminds me of Fatal Frame for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. But yeah, the new Digimon game I'm really excited for. I'm not joking when I say. Digimon Cyber Sleuth turned me into a Digimon fan. Like at that point I was like, I have to know everything. I haven't watched any of the series. I know the most well-liked ones are the original Adventure. And I think Tamers. I want to watch Tamers the most. Because it has the cutest Digimon ever. In the form of a... I'm blanking on the name right now. Terrier, Mon. That was it. Curse of the Moon 1 and 2 seem to explain Zangatsu's background. Not sure if it's canon. Yeah, that sounds like Castlevania. That absolutely sounds like a Castlevania thing. Okay, like there are like so many different backstories in Castlevania. And I mean, we know the canon one now. But the original backstory was like... There was... What was her name? It was like Sophia Belmont and... She was fighting Dracula, but she fell in love with Alucard. And the rest of the Belmont clan are half vampires. Though personally I much prefer what Element of Innocence did. I said the Lament of Innocence. I much prefer what that one did. Where Leon was friends with Matthias. Or would eventually become Vlad Tepes. They were originally friends and... Now I don't know, I just like that backstory more. Your favorite actually comes from Adventure 2. Okay, if we're talking like our favorite Digimon. It would have to be Masterman. She is my absolute favorite, but I'm also biased. Because I used her in Cybersleuth. What does that even mean? Text-to-speech, I said. Cybersleuth. She has a very broken ability. Where regardless of who you're fighting. So you can cut their health in half. As you can imagine. That is very broken. Like if you start off a fight with her. Immediately use her skill. Hey. And you get like a massive head start. Hey, what do you mean by that? I'll have you know I'm married. I'll have you know I am married to Ryogi Shiki. See this picture right here. This is me and my wife. This is all the proof you need. None of the stuff in Curse of the Moon is actually canon. Yeah, that sounds like Castlevania. I know you keep saying that, but it's true. Oh, I know what you mean. I have to remind you guys. Anyway, she's my favorite. She is my favorite. Followed by Gabuman. I just think he's adorable. I just like him because he's adorable. You were surprised we had Frontier Digimon and Hacker's Memory. Remind me, which one is Frontier? Is that the one with the red dragon guy who has a microphone? I genuinely don't remember. I don't remember. Frontier wasn't really well liked. It's season 4. Okay, let me see. Oh wait, was that the... Is this the one where they merge with their Digimon? Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, they actually do have 2 characters from it in Cybersleuth. Yeah, I know what you mean, don't worry. I recognize the guy with like the red mask and horns. And I recognize the girl with like the... Call it the like. Kind of metal looking blindfold. Yeah, I remember those 2 being in the game. I remember one of them was a boss fight in Hacker's Memory. I remember it being kind of tough. There is something else coming out. Around my birthday. I think it was Final Fantasy Tactics. I think that's coming out around there. Yeah, that's coming out 5 days after my birthday. Guys, help me decide. Do I go Final Fantasy Tactics or do I go the new Digimon? WH, which one should I do? I should do Tactics. That should do Digimon, no? This is gonna start a war, isn't it? Oh no. Digimon all day. But what if? Final Fantasy all night. There is something to consider. I don't know what that means, I'm going to be honest. What if I did make a poll? What if I did do that? Hold on. It's going to be silly. For anyone who's just watching. And don't really have the chat pulled up.
Sounds like something exciting happened. Care to share more details?
This might look a little weird. Digimon is fire. I slept on Digimon. As a kid. And that was a mistake. That was a massive mistake on my part. By the way, I just put up the poll, everyone. There you go, you guys get to vote right on the spot. Oh, I just remembered, Monster Hunter Mondays might come back sooner than I expected. Apparently the next update for Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be... It's gonna be at the end of the month, if I recall. What? Are we like comparing like historical battles to Final Fantasy Tactics versus Digimon? Anyway, Monster Hunter Mondays is probably gonna be coming back sooner than, I expected. Those are the families from Romeo and Juliet. I don't know, Romeo and Juliet, I'm going to be real with you. Like you gotta make references that make sense to me, like Garry Kasparov versus Deep Blue. Yes, yeah, I actually do play chess. Not seriously or anything. I mainly just do it whenever I'm feeling bored. And like, all I have on me is my phone. I just like pull up my chess app. And yeah, I just play whenever I'm like waiting for something. I know it's a famous play, but I know nothing about it. And admittedly, it doesn't really interest me that much. Personally, what interests me is Macbeth. Personally, that one interests me and I actually have a Macbeth book. Okay, so. To be honest, it's a manga, but still. That one interests me a lot more. Although, since we're talking about, Shakespeare stuff. Remind me to grind him into dust in FGO. Alright, thank you. I'll let the poll go for another few minutes. Oh my god. You're really treating this like it's such a legendary confrontation. This will determine the future. Oh, speaking of the future. Now that I'm thinking about it. Pretty soon. We should be finishing Yakuza 0. We should be finishing that fairly soon. And then we can move on to the next long game that you guys want me to play. Which, if I recall correctly, it was Final Fantasy X. That was the one you wanted me to play next. But then after that was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And then after that, no one voted for Persona 5. If I was going to happen anyway. Because I can never be free from Persona. Okay. You guys got 3 more minutes. Will the winner be Digimon or will it be Final Fantasy Tactics? You got 3 more minutes. Another game I've actually been playing recently is Expedition 33. I already told the story yesterday. Right after I finished Metaphor. A friend gave me Expedition 33. So I've been playing that in my off time and it's so good. I don't know if it would be like my absolute favorite game for this year. But it's making a strong argument. Now you think about it, like out of the games that I played last year, I don't know what my favorite was. I would want to say Final Fantasy 16. I would absolutely say Final Fantasy 16 was my favorite game from last year. Followed by Signalis and Slay the Princess. Close enough text to speech. What? What was everything I played last year? I don't even remember. Let me see. Oh, by the way, you guys have 1 more minute. You know what, I think those are the only games I played last year. Oh no, wait, Persona 3? Persona 3 Reload? I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. As much as I love Persona 3, I think the 3 Dimensions tops it. Not because I think it's bad. It's still very good. However, I can pet the dog in Final Fantasy 16. That just makes it a better game. I don't make the rules. Alright, let's see. Yeah, of course. Who's going to? Of course it was going to be 5050. Of course, because you guys want me to suffer. It couldn't have ended any other way. So hey, I guess I'm getting both. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Next. You didn't mean to tie it, but you didn't care which one. Nerve cat. Narm cat is just like, I don't know, it's just whatever you want. There's something else that's coming out this year. At least I hope it's coming out this year. Fate Extra Record. Hey, I'm so looking forward to that. There's been like, barely anything. Barely any news about it, and I want more. I want more. When is it coming out, please? Hold on, I'll search on YouTube right now. When was the last time it was ever barely mentioned? "10 months ago, apparently." Yep, 10 months ago. That actually reminds me. I'm not sure if you guys play FGO, and I would hope you don't. But apparently the current arc for it is reaching its final charter. Now I don't know if that's going to be the end of the game. But It does make me curious, like okay, is that going to be the end? So they're gonna be more afterwards. Like what? What? What's going on here? Though we did just get the... I think it's Lost Belt 7. I think we just got that. And the ORT raid. What's going on here? I'm talking about gacha games. Please save yourself. How's it going? 180. Something else I've been playing in my off time is Honkai Star Rail. Close enough text to speech. Reason for that is because of the fate. The Fate event that's happening early next month. It could be worse. He could have been here for the last 59 minutes, apparently. We have been going for 1,559 minutes. This is true. Correction, an hour. I haven't been playing that recently, purely because. I have been playing that recently purely because of that event. That's a lot of minutes. That is exactly 60 minutes. Isn't it amazing how? No time. Wow. Those are the only two gacha games that I've really been playing on a semi-frequent basis. That's like more than you can count on one hand. So many minutes. One friend of mine really wants me to play. What's called? Lindbus Company. Plus enough text to speech. One friend of mine really wants me to play that. Another friend wants me to play. Nikkei. Again, close enough. Another friend really wants me to play that. I'm not really going to talk about that one. If you know what it is, you know what it is. What else have I been playing lately? In my own time. Mainly just Expedition 33 and Star Rail. Those are the two things that I've mainly been playing. I haven't been playing Monster Hunter lately because, you know, I've been waiting for the next update. You play the Eminence in Shadow gacha game. What is that? I don't recognize that name. Oh wait, no, I don't recognize it. It's more because you love the writer. That's fair. Okay, one gacha I tried recently was Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. It's bad. I didn't like it. At all. How do I explain it? It felt like it was trying to be Honkai Impact. Rather than trying to be Devil May Cry. And it just didn't really feel good to play. Which is a shame. Because the song for it is really good. Said the song for that game is, used in the thumbnail if you guys are curious. I have actually thought about putting together a playlist for the sources of the words in my thumbnails. Specifically in the Justice chatting thumbnails. I have thought about doing that. How many of these streams have I done? I think they only really started during December of last year. But that was more because, you know, I had to update you guys on stuff. And yeah, it was the end of the year and what have you. The song I used for that one was from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Specifically, Black Tar. Which is a very silly song. But I liked it. The second one I used was Simple and Clean. Because I just love that song. After that was Chaos theme from the city of Final Fantasy. Dissidia. Final Fantasy. Wait. He recognizes that as a word. What? And this time. If anyone wants to know the song for this stream's thumbnail, it's Fire Inside by Casey Edwards. Very good song which is unfortunately tied to a pretty bad game. I want. Let's say it's Devil May Cry. Too bad. I wouldn't say it was Devil May Cry 2 levels of bad. But it was kind of getting there. And I was just like, why am I playing this? I could be doing something so much better. Like trying to get my wife an FGO. Which I eventually did do. See you later, 180. Just remember to stay foxy. Or else. I've actually played more gacha games than I really care to admit. If anyone has played Fire Emblem Heroes, I used to play that one. I'm at the point with that one where I'm just like, I just want the Tokyo Mirage Sessions characters. And then I never want to play the game ever again. I will uninstall it from my phone. I know there's a Persona 5 gacha game coming out. I don't know how to feel about that one. What else was there? I don't know, gacha games can't really keep my attention. The only ones that can you guys already know which ones those are. But I just can't. I can't get into them. I always get bored. Like 15 minutes in or so. Or it's just like. This is. This is a slot machine. With a mediocre game tied to it. That's kind of how I feel most of the time. Now if anyone's thinking, oh but are you talking about like this specific gacha game? What about my favorite gacha game? Listen, I just have a hard time with the genre in general. It's not. For the most part, it's not really made for me. I guess. I have the few that I do enjoy. Because I feel like I can play them as actual video games. And I will leave it at that. I don't know what it is with me, but when it comes to like the games that I get, I always want something that I can like focus on to some degree. It's kind of why like I play a lot of action games and RPGs. Because those kind of like require me to focus. Anyhow, some platformers as well. Of course, that's not really reflected when I stream them because I'm a big dummy when I'm talking and playing a game at the same time. But I don't know why I'm that way. I just kinda am. One game I actually need to continue is Tunic. If anyone knows that game, it's the one where you play as a little fox. It's very good. But it also chills me out so much. Like one time when I was playing it I almost fell asleep. Like I felt so relaxed playing it. That like my eyelids were getting heavy. It helps to forget about work. Yeah, that's probably it, to be honest. I just find that those types of games kinda there's something I can put my attention towards, something I can focus on. It's not to say that I don't play other games. I absolutely do like rhythm games, for example. Rhythm games, platformers, roguelikes. You guys don't want to know how many hours I've put into Bellatra. But I don't know, my brain is weird. That's all that can really be said. My brain be weird and it does the brain things. You know, speaking of Balatro. I don't know if you guys have ever really felt this before, but I would like really good card RPG. I would like a really good card RPG. I've heard of Slay the Spire. And I don't know if that's an RPG or not. I just know one of my friends plays it and absolutely loves it. But what I'm saying is kind of more like if you guys ever played like the Yu-Gi-Oh games on the DS. What I'm thinking is kind of more like that. Have any of you guys ever played any of the Yu-Gi-Oh video games? And not really talking about Master Duel or Legacy of the Duelist. I'm talking about like back when it was still the Duel Monsters era. There is one on the PlayStation 2 that we had that I think was called Capsule Monster Coliseum. It was a Yu-Gi-Oh strategy game. It didn't really have a story other than, oh, you're participating in this tournament and it as all these recognizable characters. But I remember it being very fun. No, you haven't. Well, okay. I guess I'm alone. I'm alone there. Alright, letter question. Have any of you played Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2? Has anyone played that? Going to give you guys a minute because I know there's a delay. What about the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game? Have you guys played that? Was it the one with the openish world and the Fantastic Four? I think that was Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 didn't have the Fantastic Four, if I recall. I'm pretty sure it was Ultimate Spider-Man that did. Because, like, you could race the Human Torch. And you could also play as Venom in that game. I never actually played that one. I just know of it because of, you know, YouTube. I have however played both PlayStation 1 Spider-Man games. Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2. Spider-Man 3 on the PlayStation 2. Which is considerably better than the PlayStation 3 version, but that's not really saying much. I did play Spider-Man Friend or Foe as a kid. I remember really enjoying it. And I actually looked it up. Like a few weeks ago. Because it popped into my mind again. And I was like, I wonder, how other people felt about the game. Pretty much everyone hates it. But what about Ultimate Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2? Again, I didn't play that one. Yeah, I remember really liking Friend or Foe. And then found out that people kind of hated it. I was kind of confused. Of course I don't really have anything to say about it because I haven't played it recently, I don't remember how it plays. But I remember it being fun. I remember Player 1 could only ever play as Spider-Man. But Player 2 could play as Doc Ock, Green Goblin, the Lizard Blade. They had a lot more variety in terms of characters. Whereas with Spider-Man you have normal Spider-Man and black suit Spider-Man. Could they play as any of them? I guess if you unplugged the controller and plugged it into the other port you could do that. I don't remember, to be honest. No, they didn't make a sequel. There was never a sequel to it. Even though it kind of set things up for a sequel. I never played Shattered Dimensions or Edge of Time. I heard Edge of Time is really good. But never played that one. Never played any of the Amazing games. And I know Amazing Spider-Man 2. Bad. I did, however, play all of the Insomniac games. The first one is my favorite. Miles Morales I thought was also really solid. Second one I really enjoy the gameplay, but I didn't really feel the story. You clearly remember an article or something saying that there was a sequel. No, I don't. I don't think there ever was one, or if there was, it might have been cancelled. Let me check. Wait. What? Oh no. No, there isn't. Yeah, it doesn't exist. If I would. If I could choose what game could be remastered, I would choose the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man. And I specifically mean like the Legacy of Kain treatment, where they don't actually touch the game at all. The game itself and how it works is left completely the same. All they do is like give you the option to have updated visuals or like make small quality of life improvements, like now you have a map or something. That's what I would want. And also like include all of the bonus content like concept art. I would love it if they did that. You haven't played Insomniac Spider-Man in a while. If you did play, you'd just be swinging around New York for hours. I kind of do the same. I actually got platinum for both games. I haven't done it for Miles because like, there's just one trophy that's kind of tricky. But I did get 100% in both of the numbered games. Again, I like the first one more because I think it has a better story. But I do think the second one has better gameplay. Web slinging in the second game is just so much fun. And the fact that you can like, glide around too. I do like having two characters to play as. I do like that. Oh. I do like that their move sets are different. They have different powers. Those are things I actually do enjoy. But what's some other stuff I used to play as a kid? You're not the biggest fan of Miles? I like Miles. I like him more in the movies. But I think he's fine in the games. Let's see, what? What else did I play as a kid? Kind of have to really take a moment to remember. Sly Cooper, I played that as a kid. All 3 games, beat all of them as a kid. And I actually have all 3 games on my PlayStation 5. I never played GoldenEye. When it came to Nintendo systems, the only ones that the Mama Fox had. She had Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, Wii and Switch. I never played a Nintendo 64 game until the Nintendo Online stuff. Then I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time. Because, you know, that's kind of like the essential Nintendo 64 game. Along with some... oh. What was it called? Super Mario 64. Which, by the way, I have never played Super Mario 64. I have played Odyssey. I did play that one, just not the original 3D Mario platformer. Oh yeah, there is a new 007 game, I forgot about that. Yeah, that one actually looks decent. GoldenEye was on PlayStation 2. I thought that was the one on the Nintendo 64, wasn't it? Yeah, it was on the Nintendo 64. Oh, wait. I think it did get remasters. Yeah, it got a remaster on the PlayStation 3. On the Wii. So even on the DS. You can show proof on Discord. Yeah, go ahead. Put it in the video games channel. But yeah, never really had a lot of like Nintendo stuff. For Nintendo it was mainly handhelds. The only two like consoles from Nintendo I ever played on was of course the Switch and the Wii. Those are the only two. That said, one game I loved on the DS was Mario and Luigi's. No, it was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, that was it. I loved that game. It's called Agent Under Fire. Oh. You'll get them next time. But yeah, never played GoldenEye. But what were some other games I had on the DS? Both of the Kingdom Hearts games that were on there. Add more on the 3DS to be honest. I had, of course, Dream Drop Distance. Let me think. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generations, also Monster Hunter Stories. I had Pokemon. I had. There's something I'm forgetting. I had a Castlevania game but I forget which one. I think it was part of the Lord of Shadows continuity. Persona Chi do have that one. And I have all the SMT games that I mentioned before. That was the original reason you got a 3DS. And you ended up never getting it. You should probably be glad that you didn't. Because the PlayStation version is so much better. Like, you know, Lego Star Wars and stuff like that.
You see me standing there across the dance floor.
I actually do have Lego Star Wars on Steam. And I've thought about streaming it. But isn't the music like super copyrighted? I feel like if I would try to do that, either my stream would get taken down, or I would have to mute the entire thing. Otherwise, I would just love to play Lego Star Wars. You could probably turn the music off. Well, why would you do that? What's the point of Star Wars without its music? I should find like kazoo covers. Find kazoo covers of all the music in the Star Wars. That's probably what I should do. I have a lot of childhood games. I don't even remember most of them. I remember The Legend of the Dragoon. I remember that one, and I actually have it on my PlayStation 5. There's definitely one for the opening credits. That's just the plain title screen, so that's an issue. Something my mom had that I was never allowed to play was Splinter Cell. Also, God of War, obviously. And you do, however, have the Dream Drop Distance demo. It was a trip. I found out that there is a demo like years ago, like years after I played it. What are we talking about? I'm currently trying to remember all the games from my childhood. The course Kingdom Hearts, but you guys already knew that. Final Fantasy X. That was my first Final Fantasy and my favorite Final Fantasy. Let's see, what else? You literally have all your childhood games in your closet right now. I wish I could say the same. I really wish I could say the same, but sometimes you have to give up things to make ends meet. One game I had on the DS was Drawn to Life, SpongeBob Edition. Now mind you, as a kid like I love SpongeBob. Like I had Battle for Bikini Bottom. I had They had the movie game. I had that one. With like all the party games. I had Drawn to Life. Like I just loved SpongeBob. I mean, everyone does, let's be real. Basically everyone does. For me, my favorite Final Fantasy is a toss-up between 10 and 16. Yeah, 16. I love 16 so much. It really does rival Final Fantasy X for me. Tomb Raider University, Killzone 1, Dime Splitters 2. I've played none of those. The closest I can say is that I played, Crash Bandicoot 2. That's the most I can say. You have Battle for Bikini Bottom. I used to have the PlayStation 2 original. I don't have it anymore. But I do have the remaster on a lot of devices. I really enjoy that game. I know there's been a few new SpongeBob games that I haven't played yet. I've wanted to try them out eventually. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Okay, I do have that one now because I got the HD collection. How's the remaster? Updated graphics. Some of the physics were changed slightly. Some things are made like more obvious what you're supposed to do. Oh. Like in the Dutchman's Graveyard. Is there a new SpongeBob game announced on Xbox? I think so, yeah. I did. I didn't really think much about it, to be honest. That's about it, really. It's more or less the same game. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons themed one. That sounds correct. But part of me is not sure. Oh, I did have a PSP. I didn't have much on it. But I did have one. I played Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on that. That was before. We managed to find a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 5. Star Wars Battlefront 2. The original one. I loved that game as a kid. Also Metal Gear Solid 2 and Crash of the Titans. I know, a lot of people don't really like a lot of the Crash Bandicoot games past 3. Although, I know the Twin whatever one. A lot of people like that one. Time Crisis. What is Time Crisis? I don't think I've heard of that. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. Action. Yeah, I think I had that one. Oh. That doesn't look like it aged well. It's an arcade shooter type game. I'm looking at the faces of the main characters. Oh. I'm being slow. Well, no. How could this happen? Similar to House of the Dead, okay. I'm seeing the arcade machines now. You remember really being into the racing game. I am bad at racing games. I never really got them because I was never really good at them. And I didn't really get any. Never really wanted any of them either. It's the only racing game I put any significant amount of time on. I think it was Mario Kart 7. I think that was the one on the 3DS. Well, no, because I had the GBA one. I don't remember what that one was called. But I remember it was actually pretty impressive. Like they actually managed to make. It's the 3D spaces on the Game Boy. I could be wrong about that though. This is just going off of my memory. Jack and Baxter, yes, that was a big one. Also Ratchet and Clank. The one I played the most was Deadlocked. Although I think in Europe it was called Gladiator. Never played a Xenosaga, but I kind of want to. I never even played Xenogears either. I should absolutely play that one too. Yeah, it is called Gladiator over there. I remember really liking that one. Becca. Because it was a lot more of like an arcade game. Wait. You're like thrown into a bunch of different challenges. Yeah, like fight waves and waves of enemies and they're like a bunch of explosions and you could like drive a spider tank. Yeah, it was really fun. You never heard of Xenogears until you went into a Xenoblade Discord server. When did I hear of that? I'll wait till long to even remember. But yeah, Monolith has been making games for ages. A fun fact about Xenoblade Chronicles. He was almost not called that. It had entirely different game and development. Entirely different name and development. But I don't remember who in Nintendo said it. But one of like the big executives said, "Hey, you should keep the Xeno title. You know, kind of like honoring all your past works." Again, I don't remember who. Who said that? I remember the blue spider mech in the spaceship segments in the hoverbike. Yeah, those were a lot of fun. And I remember like the more challenges you completed, the more like outfits you could unlock. And like even just like straight up plays different characters. Of course you still have the same moves and everything. But like you could play as Jack from Jack and Daxter. You could play as like a guy with like a bucket for a head. They did say they're considering it. And if they do, they kind of want to go into not really more adult territory, but like more mature territory. Well, whatever they make, I'm probably going to enjoy it. Like Monolith. Here's what I say. If you can trust anyone to make a game on the Switch, it's Monolith. Where did you hear that? It was from an article like. Don't remember when. It was like a year. Well, for you guys, it was a year after Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I don't remember where it was. Now granted, don't know if it's accurate. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because I'm not entirely sure either. Okay, you guys want to hear a confession? This is a very. We have our Nintendo Ninja. Listen. Don't worry about it. I'm kidding. Again, I don't remember what website published it. I just remember it was an article that was a thing. But, confession time. The first Xenoblade Chronicles game I played was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The very first one I ever played and I loved it. I absolutely love that game. It was actually the first game I played on the Switch. The very first one. Which is why, when we do get around to playing Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles text-to-speech, when we finally get around to doing that, I'm actually going to be playing with the detachable controllers. Purely because I swear. Want to relive? I just want to relive it. We didn't have the Pro controller at the time, so I just used the detachable controllers. Did you psychopath? Listen, we didn't have the money. What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do about that, huh? You guys expect me to have money. Anyway. Attach them to the switch. No, I play it on the TV. I played it on the TV. You're supposed to slide the controllers off, then slide them onto the handle thing. Yeah, that's what I did. The hardest part, honestly, wasn't so much the controllers, but it was the controls of the game. Specifically when you are exploring. Why? Why are you looking at me like that? We didn't have the money for a pro controller, okay. I had to make do. Of course I have a pro controller now. But for when I actually start playing through the games, I'm going to be using the console controllers. Opening the pause menu in that game. You're way better off doing that. Much easier to navigate everything that way. I will say the third game does a much better job. In terms of the overworld controls, third game is much better. I've been talking like talking about childhood games, but what are some things I watched when I was a kid? Actually, I only have like 3 minutes left. I only got 3 minutes left. They'll just make it quick. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, The Last Airbender. That is totally correct text-to-speech. Avatar, love that show. Or SpongeBob, but who didn't watch SpongeBob? Danny Phantom, actually. Danny Phantom and Fairly Odd Parents. And mind you, I'm talking about like physical media. Like, as you guys know, I'm about like 75 years into the future. They don't air that stuff anymore. Thankfully, the Mama Fox keeps a lot of physical media. So that's how I know about all those shows. I did watch a few Cartoon Network things, or at least I think they were from Cartoon Network. Star Wars Clone Wars I really enjoyed as a kid and I still enjoy it now. as honestly all I can remember. That's all I can remember from Cartoon Network. Wait, no Teen Titans. The real Teen Titans. I watched that one as a kid. See, it's a lot harder for me to remember what I watched as a kid. Since it wasn't really as impactful or important as video games or some of the other things I grew up with. I mean SpongeBob and Avatar had the biggest influence on me. Okay, Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls. I do remember seeing a couple episodes of those. I wasn't really like a Powerpuffs girl. Grim Adventures. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that show. Oh my god, thank you. I forgot that show existed. Now. And Invader Zim. Oh my god though, those were some of the weirder ones. And then there was Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Codename Kids Next Door. Yeah, I saw that one as well. Ben 10 as well. Ben 10. I loved Ben 10 as a kid. What else? Okay, now my memory is going. Ben 10 was so good, yeah. I actually saw a few episodes of Generator Rex. It wasn't bad. Okay, one another cartoon. I grew up with this, of course. Yep. Again, I saw all of these things on DVD and such because they don't air them anymore. The 90s Spider-Man. I loved that cartoon. I never actually saw the animated series for Batman, but I did see Batman Beyond. We still have Batman Beyond on DVD as well. And it also includes the movie that was the finale for the series. This is kind of personal bias, but I kind of prefer Batman Beyond over the original animated series. But that's because I grew up with Batman Beyond. Oh, if we're talking Power Rangers. I don't remember them all clearly. But the ones I do remember were SPD. Jungle Fury. Dino Thunder. A little bit of Mystic Force. And Samurai. Those were the only ones that I watched. And I actually talked about them with a friend. Not that long ago. And you know, they told me that I think in the West it was called Megaforce. Your parents wouldn't let you watch Power Rangers. I hear stuff like that all the time. Like all the time I hear. Like. Yeah, okay. I think nightlife doesn't like Megaforce. Which is understandable because I heard the Japanese version is way better. Like 1000% better. I hear that kind of stuff a lot. Like, oh yeah, my parents wouldn't let me watch the Harry Potter movies. Or they wouldn't let me watch Lord of the Rings. I hear that stuff so often. And whenever I'm like talking with someone. And you know, like bring up Lord of the Rings or even like Arthurian the Legend or something like that. They just look at me like I'm crazy. A word my friends say about Megaforce. That the Japanese version is way better. That's what they said. That's all I remember from that conversation. But yeah, Mama Fox was cool with a lot of things. The only things I weren't allowed to watch were like anything that was like more dull or more for mature audiences. Of course, that did not stop me from watching anime. Okay. This might be a little embarrassing. You guys want to know what the first anime I watched outside of like, you know, the big ones was. And when I say the big ones, I mean like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. You know, outside of those. You guys want to know what my first true exposure to anime was. Because I have a feeling. I have a feeling you guys are gonna judge me for it. Yours was Angel Beats. I never actually watched that one because the ending was spoiled for me. But my first proper, I guess, exposure to anime was Black Butler. In my defense, I had no idea about the audience that it was made for. I just thought that the story was genuinely interesting. I really liked the idea of it. In my view. Mind you, I was young. And I'm not saying I hate it now. I'm not saying I hate it. But in hindsight, In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have watched that one. Black Butler was something else. I do genuinely like it. Although I do acknowledge that it wasn't necessarily made for me. Might give it a shot. I do. It is an anime, that is true. It is definitely a product of its time. What do I remember about it? And remember, it's about this kid who's an orphan. Pretty much inherits everything his family owns. And sold his soul to a demon. Who is the butler? And it was essentially about the things that happened to them and their adventures and such. It takes place in Victorian England. What else do I remember? When you play it like this. It was definitely made for a specific audience. How do I say it? I don't know how to say it. Let's just say handsome men are abundant. In Black Butler. Let's just say that. Is the manga still ongoing? I know they're making movies and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. Now, like I said, I'm not a part of that audience. But I did genuinely enjoy it. Again, I genuinely thought that it was interesting. And I liked the concept of it. I probably shouldn't have watched it. I think after that I watched Death Note. And no, I really enjoyed as well. Again, I probably shouldn't have watched that one. Then I think Full Metal Alchemist. And then there was. And I'm going to be very surprised if text-to-speech gets this right. And then there was a Run High School Host Club. Yeah, that's what I expected. Now I okay that one. That one I really think is just good for everyone. It is just a really good show. You don't even need to be part of a specific crowd to enjoy that one. You couldn't help but root for Light in Death Note. Yeah. Although looking back on it he's a jerk. If the original reverse harem. I generally do enjoy that one. After that it kinda becomes a blur, I'm gonna be honest. I watched a lot of anime after that point that kinda becomes a blur. Oh. The one that stands out to me is Space Dandy. That one. I know I keep saying I really enjoy these specific ones. But Space Dandy. For me, it was incredibly unique. Even if it was mainly a comedy series at the end of the day. It felt very unique to me. Now keep in mind. Keep in mind that some of these things you should not watch if you were not old enough. Yeah, it. The High School Host Club one. It's just an all-around very well done show. I don't know if I can say the same for Black Butler. I don't remember that one as clearly. But I remember. I remember. Very. Very clearly. I remember the Host Club very clearly. I've never seen that one. Really going to have to jog my memory. One of the first anime you watched was Golden Boy. Yeah, you really shouldn't have watched that one. Okay, I've never watched any Gundam series. However, I do know. I do know which ones I should start with. I asked a friend. And they said I should start with either the original series or Iron-Blooded Orphans. Although I know for you guys, there's a new series airing right now and I'm actually kind of interested in that one. Yeah, Light absolutely used everyone for his own game. What? What makes Death Note so good? Is you see Light get put into these situations. And the exciting part is oh, how is he going to get out of this one, you know? And you also have L. Setting up all of these traps, trying to outmaneuver him. It's a really good cat and mouse chase between them. Of course, we all know the last third isn't as good. But I actually did re-watch Death Note recently and I don't think it's bad. But it's a lot stronger when L is present. I thought spoilers for Death Note. Mute the stream until someone in the chat says that. 5. Or whatever. Or just look away. But a detail about Death Note that I actually really like. You guys know the rookie police officer. How he was kind of always there, and everyone kind of everyone was kind of rude to him. But everyone warmed up to him over time. I'll see you later, Mr. Fondue. Just remember to stay foxy. Yeah. Or else. Anyway, a fun detail about him was that he was the one who beat Light. He was the one who ultimately beat him because if it wasn't for him firing his gun, they would have all died. I just think that's such a fun detail. But yeah, the Death Note is a very good series. If you haven't watched it already, you should. Alright, I am 20 minutes overtime right now, but you guys got me talking about anime. What do you mean wait? Is it about him being the one who ultimately? All the 3 minutes have been up. They've been up for 23 minutes. But you guys got me talking about anime, so I have to yap, okay? Like, here's the thing about me. If you get me going on a topic, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I either lose my train of thought where I have nothing else to say. That's how my brain works. Zero Ranger 5 is the best looking Zeo suit. I have no idea who that is, so let me see. Okay, that is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I do. I do like that one a lot. The, Black Butler was, I guess, like my introduction to like more. I wouldn't really say niche theories, but like the ones you wouldn't normally see. And I guess like Death Note kinda cemented it. Though nowadays I don't really watch as much anime as I used to. I read manga a lot more than I watch anime. I don't know. It's a few things like a lot of series are just like, never finished. And did I say something weird? Please tell me I didn't say something weird. Yep. You're right. You're right. I'm getting carried away. I'll just say is, read manga. And eat a hamburger. Alright. Best I close things out before I go on another tangent. Thank you everyone for listening to me yap. It was a lot of fun and I really enjoy doing this. And hopefully you all learned that I have terrible taste. I demand we get a new box. It will eventually. You guys will get a new box. Eventually, maybe, possibly, it could happen. Okay, bye everyone and remember to stay foxy. Alright, good night everyone. The night Drew. Good night nightlife. Good night, Mr. Fondue. Good night, Narmcat. Good night Free Comet. Good night 180. Let's see good night next. I don't know if you're still here. Good night, Yaosuke. That is your name now, so says text to speech. Good night, Thistle. And I know Anthony isn't here right now because Anthony is in the UK. I don't make the boxes. I'm saying good night. I'm not saying it. Oh, no, you're talking to Drew. Okay, I'm sorry. Good night everyone, I'll see you all next Monday for more Dark Souls.